Marshal, I plan to seek re-election in '84, and I can't supply ammunition to the damned Democrats. They're already after my hide because I signed the Chinese Exclusion Act. So imagine what they'll do if I use the army to crush a lawful assembly of voting citizens. If blood was spilled, and it would be spilled, they'd crucify me. Why, they'd... Arthur looked desperately at Sinclair. Tell him, Colonel, for God's sake. Sinclair smiled. Marshal, if we deploy the 10th, and some of those gunmen die, what is to stop Warful from claiming that they were lost souls under his spiritual care? You mean he'd say his place in the mountains was a peaceful retreat for penitent outlaws who deeply regretted their misdeeds? Battles said. Exactly. A peaceful retreat, that is, until the president's bloodthirsty cavalry charged the holy place and cut down the repentant brethren, all good Democrats with sabers. Sinclair's smile was wintry. Imagine what the Democratic press could do with the massacre at Slaughter Canyon. He shuddered. And that's only one scenario. There are others. And remember, women and children could be present. Who knows? Battle saw logic in the colonel's fears. The public would find repenting rogues easier to believe than the premise that the West's top gunmen had pushed aside their differences and had gathered in one place at one time to plot mischief. The marshal drank his brandy, was wishful of a cigarette, but recalled hearing that the sickly president was down on smoking. All right, he said, suddenly tired and increasingly irritable from tobacco hunger. Where do I come in? Sinclair looked at the president. Shall I sum up, sir? Arthur nodded wearily, his skin an odd yellow color. Marshal Battles, you will go to Slaughter Canyon, infiltrate the group, and find out what the hell is going on up there, the colonel said. Battles laughed out loud. Colonel, half the men on your list know me by sight. And Durango certainly does. I put lead into him 3 years ago up on the picket wire, and he's held it against me ever since. We've taken care of that, Marshal, Sinclair said. As of now, you're a wanted man yourself. Before Battles had a chance to speak, Arthur took a gold watch from his vest pocket, thumbed it open, and glanced at the time, the action of a man in a hurry. Marshal, he said, 3 days ago you robbed the Cattlemen's and Mercantile Bank in Pecos Station, Texas, and killed a teller. A poor Swede boy, Sinclair said. And then you rode north along the west bank of the Pecos River, pursued by a posse. Arthur snapped his watch shut. After one of the pursuing posse members was killed and 2 wounded, they lost you near the Yeso Hill summit. Battle's chin dropped to somewhere around his belly button. He tried to talk, but uttered only a dry, strangled croak. Arthur smiled. Don't fret, Marshal. We know you didn't rob the bank. The whole thing was set up by the Secret Service on my orders. The poor Swede boy you shot was actually an out-of-work actor, Sinclair said. He was later spirited away to Washington, where he'll remain until this Slaughter Canyon thing is settled. As for the posse you shot up, it never existed. The colonel passed a newspaper clipping to Battles. Here, read about it. Still in shock, Battles scanned the story's cascading headlines. U.S. Deputy Marshal turns rogue.